this is Johannes.
And this is Cinema.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And welcome back to Keep or Cull, where we play our ever-growing collection of 600 plus games and decide whether to keep or cull them.
And this is the Shelf of Shame project, second installment of this special side series of Keep or Cull, where we try to get through all of our approximately 100 games that we owned unplayed before the beginning of 2023. That's the year we're in. 2023.
Yes, we're currently in.
We have some more games for you today, so we're just gonna get it started. Let's start over on your side there.
This is Distant Suns.
Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, boom!
I thought this was
What
nice.
is going on?
Yes, I actually want to keep this little cute game. It's a roll and, not a roll and write, like this choose and write. And that is what I thought was interesting about this, because you have these, like you choose if you want what shape you want to draw, and you also then simultaneously choose what all the other players are going to draw. And there are special rules for what you get points for and stuff, and you want to draw as much as possible, obviously. But I thought it was a nice take on this genre.
I know why you're keeping it.
Yes.
It's art by Vincent Dutrait.
Oh, yes.
Of
course.
That's it.
I'm keeping everything with art from Vincent Dutrait.
I like it. You get to choose because you chose to keep.
I really want to play it again.
Yes, so I will place it over on the keep pile.
Yes.
Then we're going, so it's not only me. Then we're going to go over to this side. This is Equinox. This is Rani Knizia. I am pretty sure it's like a re-theme of an older game. Because when you publish 60,000 different games, some of them are going to be re-themes. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
1, 2, 3, boom!
I didn't care too much for this. It's so unpredictable, and that is what this game is about. Is you're like playing bets on these different animals or like creatures.
Yes.
And the person or creature that has like the lowest value for that round is eliminated, and you want to have them place your bets on the right types. And there's special abilities for the majorities, maybe for controlling the animal. I don't know. But I didn't have a lot of fun with this game. I thought I didn't get it.
I enjoyed it. I think it's a fun game, but I know that you will never play it again, and I know that I then don't really have like that big of a desire to play it. But if you like betting, and it's a short game, it has a bit big space because there's so many cards. But if you enjoy betting games, and Rani Knizia, I think you will like this. I enjoyed my play of it, but I don't need to play it again.
Next up, we have Tivonaku.
This is a pretty unique deduction game with some exploration, and it borrows a lot from the PC game Minesweeper, which you have played if you have ever owned or known somebody who owns a Windows PC. So are you ready?
Yes, I am.
1, 2, 3, boom!
I felt like this was very unique. I can't really describe like what kind of mechanisms there are in this game. It's kind of, like Minesweeper.
It's deduction.
Yeah.
Minesweeper. Exploration.
Yes. But I thought it had some cool elements to it, though. It was some tense moments where you really had to guess what was where, but it has some rules that really gives you clues, so it's not just like random guessing.
That would not be a game.
I had fun when I played it. I just wasn't like super in love with it. I don't need to keep it in a collection.
And you are usually a huge fan of deduction games.
Oh yeah, I am.
I think for me, what I did not like was that the beginning of the game felt kind of, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go there, and doing that. That might be different when you play it many times, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the fun became when you could start to deduce.
Yeah.
And I have that kind of feeling in many deduction games, where I just do something, and I suddenly, okay, so because of that, then this. And this kind of had like it was different in the way I feel like that, because sometimes or many times in deduction games, you win. Because you know the answer to everything, like just a little bit before everyone else. Here, it's not like you can know everything and then you win. It's a point-based deduction game, so that you can get some points here and there. So I'm guessing the reason you want to call it is because you couldn't win it just like instantly.
Well, I wasn't a super fan of like the moving around, because even though I knew, for example, what was in a certain place, my meeples didn't move there, so somebody else could sneak in and take that. And I didn't know. I thought it was cool, but nothing amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can call it. It's fine.
Cool.
I would like to play it again, but I know that it's hard to get games played more. I enjoyed it, but it is what it is. So next up we have one of the biggest hits from last year, Wonderland War, which we have finally played. It was kind of like a rushed 3-player game.
Yeah.
It ended up being pretty late, and the third person had to drive a long way to get back home. But we have not played it, and now we're gonna do the paddle.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, boom!
I had a ton of fun with this game.
A ton?
Yeah,
of
it
fun.
was really fun. When we started playing, I was just like, oh, what is this? Because it's a weird mix between like this area majority combat, but also resource management and like this bag building. I really liked all of the elements in this game. I'm not a huge fan of like this direct conflict, but this is a huge part of this game. I was kind of on board with it from the get-go, and also I really like the drafting in the one-way street of the tea party.
I like it. I don't know if I'm gonna love it, like play it many more times, but I need to. I think I want to like have the possibility to play it again.
Yeah.
It did run a bit long for 3 players, but it was the first time, and we kind of like hadn't read the rules good enough, so we had to kind of like, okay, how does this work? How does this work? So it's going to be quicker when we play it again. I like it has the randomness, of course, as you have in Quacks or Culling World. You can be unlucky, but it's more that you more kind of choose how bad or good your bag is going to be. You can kind of risk doing stuff to get more of these madness chips, or you can play more having a more tinier bag with less things in it. It felt like I had more freedom here than I had in Quacks of Quedlinburg.
Yeah, I agree, and it also isn't always about winning that battle. Sometimes you have these missions that you want to like end on a specific chip, or you want this in value, or sometimes you want to end like on a craft symbol that you can craft, or what the mechanism is called.
Cool. So
Yes.
I liked this one quite a bit.
Next up we have Cull.
This is a new game from Cull Jürgen Vrede, which is mostly well known for making Carcassonne. I really enjoy it when these kind of classic designers decide to make something new. So now we have played it, and now we're doing the paddle thing. 1, 2, 3, boom! It's a fine game. I had fun while I played it, and there's kind of like you can play it very basically, or you can play it with modules. I think we played with 4 of the 6 modules, which made it still a very light game. It's a very light experience, but I think like families will enjoy this quite a bit. You can ramp it up in a way, and it has very simple mechanisms. I had fun playing it. You're basically building these kind of temples. You're moving around these. It's not a one-way street, it's like a spiral street, and you can move forward or backward and activate the different actions that you land on. You can upgrade your movement speed, and you're trying to basically build these palaces the best possible way to score more points than the other players before the game ends. Very simple game. Enjoyed it. Don't need to own it. That's Cull.
Yeah, I agree.
And then we got to play the 3 other games in the Staffelfeld City Collection series. We played Marrakesh when it first came out, because that was a new title. We did a review for that if you haven't seen it already. And now we finally got to play the others. So we are going to start with Hamburg. And Hamburg is the re-implementation of Bruges.
Yes.
Which is one of our least favorite Staffelfeld games.
Yeah.
So we were excited to play this. Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, boom! It's still horrible.
Yes, not too excited to play it. I had hoped that it would be a lot better. Some improvements have been made.
Yes.
They have divided the different colored cards into a separate deck, so you know what color you're going to draw. But it's still a lot of luck in this game. I don't really dislike all luck. It's a lot of luck in the rolling on dice in Castles of Burgundy as well, but it's the type of luck and the amount of it that just makes this game feel like something I can't control, and that my actions don't matter as much.
Yep.
I don't enjoy that.
I agree. Then it's going over here. I'm going to put it
it's
just
on
under. I'm just going to put it there.
pile.
And next up we have then randomly number 2 in the Staffelfeld City Collection is Amsterdam, which is a new version of Macau. Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, boom!
Macau is fun.
Yes.
And Amsterdam is also fun. I think the improvement in Amsterdam is preferable to Macau. I think this absolutely have done some improvements, especially with the moving around, like delivering the types of wares in this game. I had fun. It's a hard game. It's a game. It's really a little unlike Staffelfeld, I feel like. In the beginning, you feel like you're doing 0, and then you're getting a lot of cubes. It's like a timing thing. Will let you get like 5 cubes, but you get it in 5 turns. It's really cool.
We never owned Macau because it's always been out of print. And I didn't like fall in love the times I played it, but I enjoyed this one, I think, more than the times I have played Macau. And the last one then is, for this video and also for the Stefan Feld City Collection for now, is New York City, which is the re-implementation of Rialto. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
One of his less like popular or well-known games.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, boom!
I think actually that Rialto is really cool.
Rialto is very good.
It's very good. I'm not sure that I like the changes done here.
Nope.
I think some of the, I like the concept of adding a lot of characters with special abilities.
That's the best change. Yeah,
that gives the game like an additional focus. But the drafting of the action cards, or like the cards that you're bidding on each action with, is kind of different in this game. And I don't know, it doesn't have this tense feeling that Rialto has to me. I don't know.
It's weird because I agree with you. Like when all the changes you talk about, I like them kind of better than in Rialto. But like the sum of all the parts makes it a less interesting game. Rialto is like a 45-minute game, super cool. This is still like an hour game, but it's just like adding it like a little bit more of it, and it adds to it being just like the same game, just a tiny bit worse for me.
Yeah,
so
what I think is interesting is that you talked about how Rialto is like an auction game, and you wonder why I liked it. And I think that if you're not into auction games, you might still like this one because everybody gets something.
Yes.
Just like a little bonus you get.
That's true.
And you also kind of know what options you have, so it's not like sitting and wondering what things are worth at all times, which I really enjoy.
So those are 8 more games that we played from the Shelf of Shame. If you enjoyed us talking about these games and you are new to the channel, then you can give us a victory point, which means a lot to us if you do it. But how do you do that, giving us a victory point?
You give us a victory point by clicking the subscribe button. You can also click the bell button to get notifications every time we post a new video. Super
simple for you and very meaningful for us. So best and worst experience from this week?
Oh, I think actually the best one was Wonderland War. I had a great fun while playing that. Worst has to be Equinox. I did not get this game at all. Not my style of game.
Worst for me, Hamburg, because it's Bruges and I don't like it. And best, probably Amsterdam, I'm going to say. Yes. So that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Sunniva.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.